Hello, friends. As part of our first discussion on the Nagaland current affairs, part one, we have already discussed question number 1 to 50. All right. So, in our second part of our discussion on Nagaland current affairs, we will discuss the rest of the Nagaland current affairs from question number 51 to question number 117. So this is our preparation on NPSC 2025 prelims and NSSB 2025. All right. So this is very important. Okay. So let's start with question number 51. What is the largest tree planting goal of the TWE initiated by TEA? So we have discussed yesterday. TEA stands for the Entrepreneur Associate. So the correct answer is option D, 10 million non-food and 10 million food trees. The KSCJ app launched by Kohima Science College was developed by whom of the following personality? It was developed by Rishabh Sethi, option B. Which Nagaland-based social venture won funding at the SBI Youth Conclave 2025? The correct answer is option C, which is Keneno Foundation. Where was the first state drugs testing laboratory of Nagaland inaugurated? It is option C, Kohima. How many villages are expected to benefit from the NLCPR water supply project in Jefupozu block? The correct answer is option C, 24. Which two new spider species were discovered in Nagaland and Meghalaya by the ZSI, Zoological Survey of India? So the correct answer is option C, Cycrus Chizami and Cycrus Nathaniel. So this Chizami is a village in Peg district. The Industry 4.0 Center of Excellence Sujan at NTTC Nagaland was inaugurated in collaboration with option C is the correct answer, Bharat Forge and Simusoft. 58. Which of the following initiative from Nagaland recently received the Climate Champions Award at the Earth Care Award? I think this is very important for NPSC or NSSB, all right? Especially awards, appointment are very important. So question number 58, the Earth's action, okay? The Earth's, I think there is a mistake here. It should not be the Earth's action. It should be the Entrepreneur Associate. You please try checking this award. All right. So question number 59. What significant milestone was marked by Kohima Science College Autonomous Jotama on March 16, 2025? So the correct option is option C, launch of Nagaland's first mobile application, which we have discussed before. 60. At the 2025 SBI Youth for India Conclave, what was the total amount of funding awarded to the 6 selected social ventures and how much was received by Nagaland's Keneno Foundation? So the correct answer is option B, 51 lakh rupees in total, 11 lakh to Keneno Foundation. All right. So as an aspirant, I would want you to study everything about the Keneno Foundation. Okay. 61. What is the maximum sample testing capacity of the newly inaugurated Nagaland State Drugs Testing laboratory. 61, the option is option B, 1000 samples annually. So we have already discussed the first Nagaland state drug testing was inaugurated in Kohima. Nagaland exercised Rahat, conducted in Rangapahar military station, involved collaboration between which two agencies? It is option C, Indian Army and NDRF. So what is NDRF? It stands for National Disaster Response Force. 63. The state drugs testing laboratory in Nagaland was set up in which of the location? This is a repeated question. Option C, Kohima. The first NABARD supported Jaiva project in Nagaland was launched in which village? Option B, Amahator. Alright, so Amahator is an AC circle in Kifiri district. Okay, Kifiri district. Who received the Padma Shri Award in 2025 from Nagaland for contributions to agriculture and rural entrepreneurship? So the correct answer is L. Hunting, option B. Okay, so I told you appointment awards are very important, VIP. Which act is being strictly enforced in Kohima to control tobacco use? Okay, the correct answer is option B, COPTA 2023. Nagaland University's innovation using plants, algae, and microbes converts wastewater into, we have 1 biofuel, 2 biogas, 3 nutrients, 4 fertilizers. So we have to choose the correct code, all right? So this should be A, okay? This should be A, this should be B, this should be C, and this should be D, all right? So you take out this one, eliminate this option A. It is wrongly entered here. So the correct answer is option A, which is 1, 2, and 3. So Nagaland University's innovation using plants, algae, and microbes converts wastewater into biofuel, gas, and nutrients, and not fertilizers. The Nectar project, which won the CIPS Innovation Award in 2024, is related to, I'm sure you know what is Nectar project. It is option B, which is school education reform. All right. So the Nectar project is being implemented with the help of World Bank. All right. So Nagaland, we have received 50 million, and it is being implemented by Department of School Education. Question number 69. At which festival did CM Rio emphasize unity, Naga unity in 2025? The correct answer is option C, Mozu Festival. The VKSA program campaign launched by the center in Nagaland aims to promote option C, right? So it aims to promote soil health and integrated farming. The supercapacitor innovation by Nagaland University involved the use of which material? So the correct answer is option B, animated graphene. Which of the following statements about stingless bees identified by Nagaland University is correct? Option 1, they increase fruit set and seed quality. They pose no risk of stings. They promote unsustainable farming practices. We have option A, B, C, and D. All right. So let's see. The correct answer is option A, which is 1 and 2. All right. So they increase the fruit and seed quality. Also, they pose no risk of stings. The wrong answer is this is okay, not included. They do not promote unsustainable farming practices. So the correct option is option 1 and 2. Mon Migration Trail is an initiative launched by which agency? The correct answer is Mon District Police. Who won the multiple who won multiple medals and became national referees at the AITWF National Federation Cup 2025. So the correct answer is option B, Keja Selio Penu Venu Vadeo and Numrai Hekwang. Alright, so Numrai Hekwang is a famous wrestler from Zeleng community. Then Venu Vadeo, he is from Chagisang community, and Keza Silupin, he's a former champion of Nagaland Wrestling Association, and he is from Angami community. Which new addition was made to Nagaland's official tourism calendar in 2025? Very, very important. Okay, so this is the Aliba Cucumber Festival. The International Day for Biological Diversity was observed in Nagaland with the theme. Option B is the correct answer. Harmony with nature and sustainable development. Which MP launched the community ambulance initiative in Nagaland? All right, so the correct answer is option D, S. Supong Meren Jamir. So S. Supong Meren Jamir is an MP in Lok Sabha, whereas S. Pangnong Konyak, she is also an MP, but she represents Nagaland in the Rajya Sabha. So, in other words, Lok Sabha is the council, House of the People, whereas the Rajya Sabha is the Council of State. The Nagaland University's nature-inspired technology for wastewater was led by which professor? So, it was led by Prabhakar Sharma. Option B is the correct answer. Dipankar Hazarika received the Energy Innovation Fellowship grant for his work in which of the following? The correct answer is option B, sustainable battery technologies. Which administrative district in Nagaland recently enforced the inner line permit system? So I think everyone knows, it was already there in Kohima, it was already there in Mokokchung, it was there before in Djibouti. Dimapur is the latest district to be covered under ILP system. All right, so this ILP was first introduced in 1873 as part of Bengal Regulation Act of 1873. All right. The Nagaland achieved top performance in CBSE exam 2025 in Guwahati region with class 10 and class 12 of pass percentage of how much? It is option B, 97.19% and 95.31% respectively for class 10 and class 12. The National Mission for Clean Ganga (NMCG) functions under which ministry? It functions under Ministry of Jal Shakti. With reference to the newly inaugurated PR office in Nagaland, consider the following statement. Okay, so there are some questions, especially in current affairs and polity, where we need to know everything. We need to know everything because we need to do. We need to choose the statements and then option 1 and 2, 2 and 3, or 2 and 1, 2 and 3, or all. All right. So questions like these, we need to be ready with uh, our preparation comprehensively on a particular topic, right? So study in such a way that you will be able to answer this kind of statements, question, especially for current affairs and polity, all right? All the offices were physically inaugurated by advisor Im Chen in their respective districts. The offices aim to improve district level coordination and curb misinformation. The DPRO, what is DPRO? All right, in Pungro received the highest funding among the three. So Which of the following is are correct? Option A, 1 and 3. Option B, 2. Option C, 2 and 3. Option D, 1, 2, and 3. All right. So the correct answer is option B, which is 2 only. All right. So the officers, the first option is wrong. The second is right. The officers aim to improve district level media coordination. All right. And the third one is wrong answer. Okay. The basket weaving workshop in Kuhuboto under the Beti Bachao and Beti Padao initiative primarily aimed at option C, empower girls through cultural skill building and vocational self-reliance. All right. So this Beti Bachao, Beti Padao is a women-centric scheme, which is launched for the welfare of the women. All right. So make sure that you know about everything about this scheme. It is being implemented by the Department of Social Welfare. Question 85. Which of the following correctly describes the focus project in Nagaland? Okay, so this focus project is also important. You need to know everything about this focus project. All right, it is not only important for prelims but also important for your mains exam for GS paper 2 descriptive answer writing as well as essay writing. So the correct answer is option B, a climate resilient upland farming supported by IFAD. The Unity Shawl, very important, all right, introduced by CM Nipurio is most appropriately associated with option B is the correct answer. It symbolizes collective identity and solidarity among the tribes. All right. So it was in the news recently. You need to know what is the color of Unity Shawl. You need to know what are the animals inscripted in the Unity Shawl or what are the symbols that have been inscripted in the Unity Shawl. You need to know everything about the Unity Shawl. All right. It is very, very important. Question 87. What distinguishes the Rashtriya Rakha University and Nagaland Police MOU from other policing initiatives? So the correct answer is option B, introduction of smart policing and R&D for local law enforcement. What is R&D? It stands for research and development. Question number 88. Consider the following statements about the Coffee Canvas event in Kohima. So the first option is it highlighted Nagaland's untapped potential of coffee cultivation. Nagaland has achieved over 50% cultivation of its coffee suitable land. The event promoted export facilitation and branding. Or the correct answer is option C, which is 1 and 3. Okay. So the wrong answer is Nagaland has achieved over 50% cultivation of its suitable land. So the correct answer is option 1 and option 3. All right. So the coffee plantation in Nagaland is being implemented by Land Resource Department. Okay, Land Resource Department in collaboration with the Coffee Board of India. Coffee Board of India. Which of the following accurately reflects the objective of the Disha meetings starting July 9 in Nagaland? All right. So what is Disha? Disha is uh, a committee led by MPs, all right, member of parliament in Nagaland. The chairman of the Disha committee, Disha. There is a Disha committee in all the district, okay, and the chairman is Sri Supung Meren, who is our Lok Sabha MP. All right, so it is being implemented by the Department of Rural Development. The correct answer for this question is option B, monitoring centrally sponsored schemes and grievance redressal. So you can study about what is the nature and features of Disha. It will be helpful in your mains exam for GS paper 2 and essay writing. The release of one-leg fish fingerlings into the Doyang River under PMMSY is intended to, the correct answer is option C, promote aquaculture, biodiversity, and local livelihood. All right. So as you can see, there are some important words like aquaculture. All right. Aquaculture. So what is mean by aquaculture? Okay. What is mean by aquaculture? Aquaculture means cultivation of fish. All right. So things like this, you need to know what is aquaculture, what is silviculture. Okay, so there are many things you need to know. For example, aquaculture is for promotion of promotion of fish. For example, silviculture is for promotion of something like that. All right, so these things you need to know. Question number 91. What is the significance of Aliawati Longkumer's appointment as ambassador to DPRK? So this is North Korea. All right, North Korea. A question may also arise, who has been recently appointed as the ambassador of India to DPRK or North Korea? It is Aliawati Longkumer. All right. So let's see what is the correct answer. It is option B. It underscores India's continued diplomatic engagement with North Korea. Don't get confused with South Korea and North Korea. All right. Under the Central government initiatives for establishing entrepreneurship development centers and incubation centers in the northeastern region. Consider the following statements about Nagaland University's selection. So the correct option is option A. Okay, only 1 and 2 are correct. The project is implemented by the Northeastern Council, NEC, and sponsored by the Indian Institute of Entrepreneurship. In the first batch, the Nagaland University's Kohima campus will incubate beneficiaries from 4 different states. The option 3 is the wrong answer. I told you before, what is actually focus? You need to know everything about focus. So what stands for focus? It stands for Fostering Climate Resilient Unplanned Farming System Project in Nagaland. All right. So the first option is covered over 645 villages across 11 districts, supported by the International Fund for Agricultural Development, IFAD, achieved more than 85% coverage of its target household. So somehow, sometimes you may come across the word only IFAD instead of the abbreviation. So kindly kindly note that it's very important to even know the sometimes abbreviation. NPSC or NSSB are so unpredictable. They may even ask questions. What is the abbreviation of IFAD? All right. So these things keep in mind. All right. So the correct answer is option B. Okay. So what it was supported by IFED and it has achieved more than 85% coverage of its target households despite pandemic disruptions. Which of the following measures undertaken in Longlang District anti-malaria month campaign directly aligned with the NVB DCP's test treat track approach? The correct answer is option C, which is all. Favor surveys in households, lean distribution and awareness drives, source reduction and container surveys, and blood screening of high-risk groups. Nagaland's new digital agriculture infrastructure platform launched in July 2025 integrates. The correct answer is option A, option 1, 2, and 4. GS remote sensing tool, mobile application linked to a centralized server network. Farmer income insurance under PMFBY. This is not included. Okay. So what is PMFBY? It stands for Pradhan Mantri Faisal Bima Yojana. Specialized GIS software for advisory service. Okay. National Quality Assurance Standard NQAS certification for Dimapur's UPHCs at Bumakem and Duncan Bosti was 96. Option A is the correct answer, right? So achieved for the first time in history, wrong, based on assessments conducted in June 2025, valid for the 3 years and linked to financial incentives. Question number 97. The theme of World Zoonosis Day was observed by Nagaland's DHFW. So what is DHFW? Department of Health and Family Welfare was. Okay, what is the theme? It was One Health. Option B is the correct answer. The Integrated Farming System IFS training during the National Farmers Day in Pungro, Gavat. So the correct answer is option 1, 2, and 3. Aquaculture and livestock integration, soil health management, and water conservation techniques. Organic certification process, this is wrong. The Welcome Dear Daughter program in Jakama included which of the following symbolic or functional initiatives? I think this is important for mains point of view. All right, for mains point of view. Question number 99. The correct answer is option 1 and 3. Tree planting named after girl children. You can write this kind of schemes or initiatives launched by the villagers under women empowerment. What are the initiatives or steps taken by the government or the villages to empower women? You can always write example women their daughter. All right, free Aadhaar enrollment for girls aged 0 to 5. Right, so these are very important. Okay, so the last one, financial literacy on Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana and PMAVY is wrong. Oh, no, sorry. Question number 99. The correct answer is option C. All right. So all option 1, 2, and 3 are correct. Okay. So this is very important for your mains point of view. Now you keep in mind. Nagaland's proposed agriculture policy announced in 2025 prioritize. So this agriculture policy is important. We have the Nagaland startup policy. So when you're writing about the entrepreneurship, don't forget to write about the Nagaland startup policy of 2019. So one important thing about the Nagaland startup policy is that it has earmarked 25% of all funds for women entrepreneurs. All right. So when you're writing about a startup policy, you can always mention about these things. When you're writing about women empowerment, you can always write 25% of Nagaland startup policy funds are being earmarked for women entrepreneurs. All right. So we have Nagaland startup policy. We have Nagaland industrial policy. So when you're writing about entrepreneurship, when you're writing about industrial development, when you're writing about unemployment, you can always write about the industrial policy of Nagaland 2001. We have the Nagaland tourism policy. We have Nagaland tourism policy. When you're writing about Hornbill Festival, when you're writing about tourism development in Nagaland or potential of tourism in Nagaland, don't forget to write such policy. All right, so it was launched in 2000. Okay, so under this policy, tourism has become one of the driving factor of Nagaland economy. All right, so just recently, Nagaland has proposed agriculture policy, which was announced in 2025. It prioritized post-harvest infrastructure like cold storage, agri-tourism promotion, insurance coverage for all farmers under PMFBY. I told you before, it's a very important scheme, Pradhan Mantri Faisal Bima Yojana. Adoption of schemes like MOVCDR and MIDH. All right. So this is mission for integrated development of horticulture. Okay. MIDH stands for mission integrated development of horticulture. MOVCDR, it aims to promote organic farming. So the correct answer is option A, 1, 2, and 4. All right. So the agricultural policy of Nagaland announced in 2025 prioritize post-harvest infrastructure like cold storage, not agritourism. Okay, not agritourism. This is wrong. Uh, uh, Insurance. Oh no, sorry. I'm sorry. It also promotes agritourism and insurance coverage for all farmers under PMFY. This is excluded, and adoption of schemes like MOVCDR, and NER, and MIDH. So the correct option is option A, 1, 2, and 4. Jaluke Town's promising Swatch Shahar Award under Swatch Survection 2024-25 falls under which framework? So the correct option is option B, which is one city and one award. Which services were included in Nagaland's July 2025 DigiLocker integration? Option A, CMHIS card. All right. So, what is CMHIS? It stands for Chief Minister Health Insurance Scheme. If you do not have CMHIS card, it's right high time you get it from the uh, hospital. Okay. Somewhere in some districts, you can also get the card from the DC office. All right, depending on the district. Which of the following cities were ranked? All right, so wait, coming back to the CMHIS card, uh, it is for all people. Okay, there are categories of people here. One category is government employees. Okay, so one category is the government employee. Here, the government employee can avail up to 20 lakhs rupees per year. All right, per year for one card for hospitalization and treatment. And there is another category known as the general category. So those who are not covered under uh, Pradhan Mantri Ayushman Bharat, they can, and then those who are not covered under Pradhan Mantri Ayushman Bharat, also those who are not covered under government employee, they come under general category. They have a benefit of 5 lakhs per year for hospitalization and treatment. Okay. Which of the following cities were ranked safest for women in the NERI report 2025? This comes under reports and indices, very important. So option A, 1, 2, and 3, Mumbai, Kohima, and Bhubaneswar. So you need to know everything, okay? Very important, NERI report of 2025. According to the NERI report of 2025, which of the following factors contributed to the higher safety ranking of certain cities? The correct option is option A, 1, 3, and 4. Stronger gender equity, women-friendly infrastructure, and institutional responsiveness. La Ganesan Lair, who recently passed away, served as the governor of which of the following states during his tenure? All right. So we all know that he has served as the governor of Nagaland, but do we know that he has served as the governor of Manipur, West Bengal, Nagaland, and Assam? Let's see. The correct answer is options. Right. The correct option is option A, 1, 2, and 3. He has served as the governor of Manipur. He took the additional charge of West Bengal, and he also served as the governor of Nagaland and not Assam. So this is important for your exam, right? Who has been given additional charge of Nagaland's governor following the demise of La Ganesan? So Ajay Kumar Bala, every one of you, we must know. The 35th All Nagaland Taekwondo Championship was held in which of the following district? The correct answer is option B, right? Which was in Longlang. The PMAY, so what is PMAY 2? PMAY stands for Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, all right? So this is for promotion of, for construction of house, construction of, construction of not sorry puka house, okay, construction of puka house. Under this scheme, the uh, the the money is directly credited to the beneficiary's account in 3 installments. So the first installment is rupees 60,000, the second installment is rupees 60,000, and the third installment is rupees 60,000. Total is 1 lakh 1.8 1 lakh 80,000 or 1.8 lakh. All right, so this is also an important scheme. So this scheme has replaced Indiana Awas Yojana. Okay, Indiana Awas Yojana. So the correct answer is option C, with 2029. Which of the following is not a vertical of PMAY 2.0? Option D, infrastructure development subsidy. Under PM Kisan scheme, farmers receive an annual income support of 6,000 transferred in how many installments? Okay, so it is uh, credited in 3 installments of rupees 2,000 each. The giant tortoise recently reintroduced in the Nagaland's Zeleng Community Reserve is listed as, this is also important, right? It is listed as under option C, critically endangered. Which of the following training program was recently conducted by KVK? So what is KVK? KVK stands for Krishi Vikas Kendra. All right. So the correct option is option B, medicinal plant cultivation. The third Zoom fair held in Chichama highlighted option B, women-led collective farming. The 16th census of India 2027 will be the first to adopt which of the following features? The correct answer is option A, 1 and 2, mobile-based data collection and self-enumeration option. Okay, so the last one is wrong, biometric-based other integration. Nagaland University's research breakthrough on eco-friendly corrosion inhibitors identified which compound as promising alternatives. It is option B, dentonite salts. Which of the following initiatives was not integrated in Mokokchung recently? It was in the newspaper, Nagaland Post and Morong Express. So the correct answer is option C. All right. This option C was not inaugurated. However, they have inaugurated the new clock tower, the banana fiber production unit, and cold storage facility. The Tizit subdivision of Nagaland announced a ban on single-use plastics effective from September 1, 2025. Which of the following items are not specifically targeted? Where the correct option is option A. It bans plastic carry bags. It bans plastic bottles under 1 liter. All right. It did not ban thermocol plates. All right. So this is the total question from 100 to 117 questions from January to September. All right. So this is, you can prepare these questions for Nagaland as Nagaland current affairs part for your NPSC prelims and NSSB. It may also help you in your NPSC mains in 2025. All right. So with this, we'll wind up our session today. We'll come up with another video. Have a nice day.